fucking COVID.
You got COVID? Hey, what's up, guys? This is the second episode of GamingForFools podcast. We're back. Me, your host, Brian, PliskinPlays, with my co-host, Erick, Nightslash.
I'm fucking dying. Hello.
AIDS.
AIDS.
Ravaged his fucking body. So, it's a new sale. It's a new month. It's a new sale. We got the new summer sale. It's ending on the 21st. So what we did here is that we picked three games out of the whole sale that caught our attention that we think are kind of sleeper hits that we think more people should play. So I have three games here that I want to talk to you guys about. First game on the list, it's a Dark Pictures Anthology. This is it's a follow-up to what was that game called? The first game they made, the horror one.
I'm not sure. I think I played the series.
Oh, Until Dawn. It's the follow-up to Until Dawn.
Okay.
The follow-up for Until Dawn. The first one was Man with Dawn. It takes place in a ghost ship. The second one, Little Hope, takes place in a ghost town. And it's great. Third person. Choices matter. Everyone can die. Everyone can live kind of gameplay. It's very tense. Lots of different endings, lots of different possibilities.
It's a lot like Heavy Rain, right?
It's like Heavy Rain, but with a cheesy horror twist to it. Little modern, contemporary twist. It's really, really good. Underrated, underplayed. I wish people were talking about this game more. But yeah, I definitely recommend this game. It's $25 for both games. It makes it $12.25 each. It's a fucking steal, guys. They also have a third entry coming out this Halloween season. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, like for Halloween, I feel like there's like a lot of good games that you could get like right now for the Steam Summer Sale.
Yeah, so that's my first pick. Second pick, A Way Out by, I don't remember the team's name. I think it's published by Ubisoft.
Yeah, that's by Ubisoft.
You probably guys may or not remember the developer of this game. He went on the Game Awards.
I feel like everybody knows it for that.
And he was like, fuck all those motherfuckers. Ubisoft has been so good to me, and they fucking funded this game, and they fucking lived my dream, and they let my dream live, and I fucking love Ubisoft, so motherfucking fuck everybody else. Fuck the Game Awards. Fuck all your motherfuckers. Something like that.
It's still the Olympics or some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck the Olympics.
And then, what's his name? Jeff was so uncomfortable, and he was fucking hilarious. He was kept trying to change the conversation. He just fucking wouldn't let him. Game is a 2-player, third-person co-op game. It's mandatory, so you have no choice but to play this game co-op. There's no point whatsoever in the game that you can play it one player. You have to have someone with you on the couch or online. That's the only way you can play the game. It takes place around the 70s and 80s period. You play as two men being sent to prison for various crimes, and the objective of the game is to get out. And it goes from there. $9. Fucking steal. Play it. Choice number 3. Metro Redux.
Now this I've never played this series before.
It's a first-person, post-apocalyptic survival horror game. Made by, I fucking forget the name of once again. But look it up. You'll find it. First person, it's very tense. I recommend playing these games on the highest difficulty. Ranger mode, no HUD. You die in 2 shots, they die in 2 shots. It's so fucking fun and very tense, and it's just, you're going to be scrounging for bullets. Every fight, you're going to be left with 2 or 3 bullets. It's crazy. It's crazy difficult, but it's just very well worth it. It's very tense. Gameplay feels tight. They're remastered, so it's 60 FPS at 1080p, maybe a little higher if you're on the nicer consoles, the X and the 5. So definitely check it out. It comes with 2 games for $4.50.
And y'all already know when it's like PSN summer sales, this is around the time where you guys buy like so many games, and they're on the back catalog for like 5 years until you play them like later on. So right now, I think what I'm looking at the moment is Prototype.
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys ever played that. It was like a super old game on the PS3. Have you played Infamous? It's kind of like, it's like a gorier Infamous, where it's like
It's like a rated M.
It's like a rated M Infamous. You get like shape shifting. You could shape shift. You could turn your arms into claws. You could run up walls. It's a very good superhero. Like, it's not even a superhero actually.
Anti-villain.
It's like an anti-hero. It's like an anti-hero. It's really good. It's very like in your face kind of action. If you guys never played it, I definitely like recommend playing that. Like, that's one of my favorite games, to be honest.
I've actually never played, so actually
it's really good. The other one is Resident Evil 5. I feel like everybody knows about the game, but it's like it's $8. It's $8. It's like there's so much stuff that you could do, and if you have a friend, it's like, I mean, it's probably like one of the better multiplayer games out there.
Albino Hulk.
Yeah, what happened?
You get to play as albino Hulk.
Yeah, you can play. Yeah, you can play albino Hulk. Yeah, Chris. It's not the scariest game, but compared to all the Resident Evils, but it's really good. And it's like, even though I enjoyed Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil like 8, I really enjoyed those. Something about tank controls, Resident Evil games being tank controls, like my favorite thing ever. I think I'm starting to prefer tank controls over like first person Resident Evil, but yeah, Resident Evil 5 has been like one of my favorite games. And for the third game, it's a game that I haven't tried yet, but I've been told so many times that I want to try it, and it's apparently like really, really good. I'm pretty sure you guys have tried it, but Final Fantasy VII, it's $8, and it's I know there's already been like a DLC for Yuffie, and I think it's getting more DLCs. I know it's coming out in different parts, but for sure Final Fantasy VII is like the game that's probably like I don't know that much about. I never played it, the original, so the remake I've been told is really, really good. Some say it's better than the original, but it's always something that I've always wanted to try. And I mean, $8 is really like it's a freaking steal. I'm definitely like trying to squeeze time to play that, but yeah, those are the three I saw right now, like on the summer stuff that like I definitely recommend you guys to like give that a try. I mean, it's really cheap. It's literally like $10. What's that? Like missing out on lunch?
Yeah.
You could definitely like buy them.
Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, it's like those are my three that I'm like really interested at the moment.
Skip the weed for the day.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Really, you're gonna miss out one blunt.
Split the blunt
over a video game that can give you like 10 hours, and a blunt with like 2 or 3.
You can't get high for 10 hours off weed. Can't get high after 10 hours off weed. That's fucking coke. That's coke you're doing. It's not weed. It's been laced.
At that point, call the hospital, bro. If you're getting it for 10 hours, call the hospital, bro.
Call the hospital. Your erection's 10 hours. Call the hospital.
Yeah, go to your local doctor. But yeah, those are the games that I like recommend.
Nice. I mean, I'm gonna check out Prototype because that always caught my attention. It's just like I said, it looked like an unrated Infamous, and I love Infamous.
I never played Prototype 2, so that's also like a game I saw that I'm interested in. But if I had to recommend from the two, at least the one I know that for sure is really good, it's Prototype 1. Yeah, it's really a great like game if you played Infamous and you like that.
Really great.
That type of games, yeah, really great.
Really great.
Yeah.
Nice. Now I have a bonus.
Oh, I didn't even know this. This was not scripted.
Last month was Pride Month, so I got one special game to recommend. It's only 2 hours. It's none other than Left Behind. This is a DLC for the main campaign of The Last of Us. And this
what's it have to do with Pride Month?
It has to do with a couple gays. 2 gays falling right after the Pride Month. And hey, look, I think this game was going to persuade some people who are, not necessarily out the closet, but they're peeking. I think it's going to like kind of convince them to go one way or the other.
Ooh, part 1 and part 2?
I'd say, number 2. Number 2.
Okay.
Near that area.
Okay.
So, all right. We want to talk about anticipated games?
I don't know. I don't know if you guys have heard. Oh wow, what am I even talking about? You guys definitely heard about this, but the Switch Pro that people are talking about, the Steam Deck. Oh my god, dude! Like, so in case you guys, for whatever reason, have been sleeping under a rock, on Steam, which is like probably the bigger known company that where people buy their PC games is making their own portable like console, and it's kind of like it's basically how it sounds like. It's kind of like the Switch, but like for PC games, and apparently it can handle a lot of like the AAA Steam games that they have on their library. And if you're like me and you don't have a PC like a PC gaming setup or whatever, this is like I know the cheapest one is selling for like $400, and it's like 64 gigabytes. But I mean, it's really like you could upgrade that shit in like for like toss another $50 and you can upgrade it like with a bigger gigabytes. But that's something that I'm really interested in looking at, because I've always wanted to play some PC games, but I just never had the money to buy a PC setup, or even know where I would put it. If you have one, this is like, I don't see why you would not want to have a portable setup with you to be able to play your games instead of like the Switch is good and it has a Nintendo exclusive and it's like definitely a favorite console of mine, but it's just an outdated console that's like can't handle some stuff that it's great to have console like the Steam Deck, because you'll be able to play something like AAA games that it has. And for me, at least, I've always wanted to try Hearthstone, Team Fortress, and
Half-Life.
I think Half-Life, and definitely Counter-Strike. I've always wanted to try it. Those are games I've always wanted to try, but I just never had I can't play them. Or can't remember the name of it. I think it's like Plasmophobia or Phasmophobia.
What the hell?
It's a
Phasmophobia?
Phasmophobia. It's basically like four people are like
in a circle.
Four people fapping. But it's four people trying to catch. I think it's like the premise is like it's four people. It's five people playing. Four people are like humans in a house completely dark with flashlights, while like the other person is a ghost trying to like kill them while like as a ghost. It's kind of like Friday the 13th, if you guys ever played that, but that's definitely a game I want to play.
Don't get that ectoplasm on you.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, if you guys have seen it, it's really good. They're taking pre-orders, I believe, December 2021, around there, and then I don't think they have a day of when they're gonna start shipping them, but they're gonna start doing reservations for people, and I know they're doing it kind of like what they should have done for like the PS5, but they're doing a one-time reservation, so not many people can just like scalp it, hopefully, and there's probably a better chance that we'll be able to like other people are actually gonna be able to buy it and not like they run out of stock on the first day. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I feel like it's a really good deal if you don't have the money to afford for a gaming PC and you don't want to like commit to something that big. Right. I know the dock, if you want to play like on TV, comes separately. So I know you'd have to buy that separate. But if you can't afford a gaming PC or stuff like that, and you would want you want something on the go, that's something that I feel like it has been catching my eye, and I do believe I will buy it. I've always wanted to play some PC games.
It's a cheap alternative to
a
$2,000 PC setup.
Yeah, it's something that I definitely am considering buying. I mean, it's something cheap. It's like, why not?
Yeah, I mean, so how would you approach someone like your average Joe and be like, hey, would you recommend them the Switch Pro or the Switch, or would you recommend the Steam Pipe?
Well, the Switch is cheaper.
I mean, Steam Pipe, that's an easy sell.
At least for me, it's like Switch is much cheaper, and obviously it doesn't have Nintendo exclusives. That's definitely like, I guess it's plus, and you can also I don't know how the Steam Deck works yet, but at least the Switch, it's like if you put it on the dock, it instantly does it. I assume Steam Deck will be the same thing, but if you're looking for something more powerful and something that can actually handle games and not like the FPS, and it has trouble like even getting like Doom Eternal and stuff like that, I if you want to just throw a couple more $100 on it, it's like I don't see why you would not want the Steam Deck.
Yeah, it looks like kind of like the more mature like Switch.
Like a lot of us have been waiting for a Switch Pro, and then they came out with the Switch LED, which I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's literally like the same. It's literally just a Switch console, but like with a bigger screen.
The fuck?
And it has an Ethernet port, and that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. And people were hoping that it's like, oh, this is the Switch Pro. They finally did it. They finally are doing it so you can play next gen console. They're like the frame rate won't die like crazy.
Wow.
But no, all it was just like, hey, this has a little tinier, like a bigger screen, and it has an Ethernet port, and well, that's it. So, if you want, I feel like the Steam Deck is looking like really, really good at the moment. If you guys want to get what should have been a Switch Pro, but the Steam Deck looks really interesting, and I do think as more news comes out, I feel like it's just a really good buy to get.
Yeah, it feels like it's funny because it feels, I'm not a Nintendo guy, but it feels like a lot of people are waiting on the Switch Pro because it's kind of old and it's a handheld and they age faster and they don't age as well. Now people were waiting for the new announcement, and fucking Steam made it for them, which is crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy. So now they have this opportunity where they're accepting pre-orders and they're reserving all these units, and if you want it, you can reserve it right now and be in line and hopefully get yours by this holiday season. You could be in the PC gaming space for $399, which is going to probably be your cheapest, best entry into that sphere for a good while. So it's a pretty good choice. I think people should grab onto it if they're interested by Half-Life or a lot of these PC exclusives. Plus, also consider this: a lot of games on the PS5 exclusives and a lot of games on the Xbox are now coming over to PC. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds, plus PC, plus capability outside of gaming. So it's kind of like a jack of all trades, master of none when it comes to exclusives, because they're lacking kind of like the hardcore PS5, Xbox stuff. I believe.
But
maybe Xbox are getting.
But I mean, Steam is getting like some good exclusives that like you can't get on console.
True.
But it's definitely something that I do feel like I might, I'm most likely gonna buy in the future, because, I mean, I've always wanted to play PC games, but I just never had the money to invest into something like super big for like PC. So, I mean, I remember seeing a couple of people put in the comments. I mean, a lot of people are excited that I just saw Tracer die on screen.
Played yourself.
But I saw a lot of people, like a couple of people saying that this Steam console is gonna have the same effect as the PlayStation Vita, because it's just gonna be like, you know, a very pretty looking portable console, and it's like it's just gonna have another like, it'll be interesting for like 2 months, and it's like, why would I need this when I have my PC setup? But I don't see it as a Vita. It's kind of like it's basically like the Switch, where it's like
it's a Vita on crack.
Yeah, it's literally like you can play. It's like having a portable console, that you could play on on your TV, exactly like the Switch. It's like compared to the Vita, where it was like, it was pretty looking. Yeah, they could it was like having a pretty console, but it was like a majority of the time you were just like, why would I not just want to play like my PS4?
Right.
At least the Steam Deck does both. You can play it portable, and you can also just play it like on your TV. So I'm definitely excited about it, and I'm just gonna keep waiting until like they get more news about it.
Yeah, the Steam Pipe comes out this holiday season. I think it starts at $399. I think the second version goes up to $5, and the third,
I know the most. I know it went up to like $6 something.
$650 is the last tier.
Yeah,
I believe it had 500 and something gigabytes, something like that. Could be wrong. Double check, but there's if I'm not mistaken, starts at $399, goes up to $5, and then $649.
Yeah, I know the cheapest one is like the cheapest one gives you like 64 gigabytes, which I mean is not a lot, but what's that like? It's I was looking at like memory cards that you could get, and
SDs.
like SDs, and there's like a 256 for $50. It's like
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean I could get the cheapest one, and then just buy a memory card like at Best Buy or something.
Right.
And it's like, it's an easy upgrade, really.
Right.
So, yeah.
Not bad. Now, you want to talk about the state of play that just passed?
I only did a quick summary of it, so I don't even remember that thing too much. I don't really remember it that much.
I'll tell you what happened. I was watching it I saw the first couple trailers, and fell asleep.
I do remember a lot of people saying that it was like a snooze fest. And I really wish Sony would stop, like, announcing the state of play on the day of. It'd be nice if they did it, a day before. Maybe better a week ahead. Like, hey, like Nintendo does it. We're like, hey, in a week we're gonna do a direct for you guys and let you guys know this is on the time. So see you guys there. I don't know why Sony always tends to like. They'll tweet that they're gonna have a direct today, in like a couple hours, and it's like, I mean, it's just like out of nowhere. I wish they kind of gave you a heads up that they're gonna do this, but I was hearing a lot about the state of play that it just wasn't interesting. A lot of people were hoping that this was gonna be like their makeup for E3 since they went there, and apparently it wasn't. I've been hearing that they're gonna have a bigger state of play in mind. That it's been rumored that they're gonna have a big one, but I mean, again, it's rumors. Yeah, I hope so too, because it did suck that they went at E3. I feel like they're one of the bigger, they're one of the more interesting press conferences. Sure. Yeah,
they've got a wide variety of IPs, all kinds of genres, and they got something for everyone. And they got some of the best teams doing what they do. They've got the action adventure. They got Uncharted. They got like the down and dirty, the gritty. They got Last of Us, and then they got the Infamous team, and then they just brought in Band, I believe, or no. Who was the other guys who made the Demon's Souls remake?
No.
Band, not Band, is it?
Well, what was the game again?
Demon's Souls. They made Demon's Souls. Blue Point, maybe.
Was it Blue Point? I don't know.
They're bringing on more teams onto the PS5 development teams, and yeah, it's great because I mean you need to compete with Xbox now that they got the fucking all Bethesda.
They got the big one, Bethesda. Yeah,
they got some of the best fucking developers on this planet. They got Arcane, one of my I think they're the most underappreciated developers right now. They've made some of the best games in the last 10 years. They made Prey, came out 2014, 15.
I've heard that, but I've never played the game.
So good. I played it, streamed it, and I think it's just one of the most underrated games that has came out in the last 10 years or so. I just couldn't stop thinking about that game, and it's so good. You gotta play it. I probably should have wrecked that one too. But yeah, man, I was watching the state of play, and it was fucking boring, dude.
I know.
It was just Fortnite shooter after Fortnite shooter, and then I was like, I'm just gonna close my eyes real quick. And then I woke up and his random videos was playing on the TV, and I was like, oh fuck. But
I don't know about you guys, but if you guys watch C3, like, let me know how you guys feel about that, because definitely, I don't know what's up. I think it's just because Sony wasn't there and they didn't have a big show, but sure, that was such a snooze fest. Oh my god. The entire show, I mean, there was like a couple games that were interesting. I think the Nintendo Direct was the most interesting to me. But damn, like, it just felt like without Sony being there, it wasn't a lot interesting. And I have all the consoles, so there's a couple games. It's not like I'm biased towards Sony or anything, but I feel like they do have more variety overall compared to like the big three, I guess. So I'm hoping they have a bigger show around before the holidays to look forward to, because there's a couple games I'm interested in playing, but not as much as I would be hoping for.
That fucking, if you guys are watching the gameplay, the fucking Reaper expressed exactly how I felt after that last round.
Yeah, it's like
He just fucking hopped over the point I won. And I went around just because he was a dumbass. The problem with E3 in 2021 is that these announcements, these showcases are so fragmented. They're so few and far between, and the updates are a little more frequent, but they're less impactful. So, what you're getting is more quantity, less quality. And that means we're just going to get less surprises, less grand showmanship. It's going to be little bits and pieces, little breadcrumbs of information, of announcements. And the big titles are going to be announced few and far between. And it's not being compiled as it used to be, as we expected from E3, such a in-person, grand, theater, traditional showcase. That's not how the industry works anymore. I mean, before COVID. Now it's solidified because of COVID, because it had no choice but to go online. But yet it was already heading that way anyways. But now it's just been fast-tracked. It's less entertaining to me. It's I hate to say it. E3 is just... It started as Christmas Day, and it's just now... It's now, it's Father's Day, and my dad went to get some milk. You know what I mean? It's just...
my father never came back.
It's Christmas Day, and the costume, the Santa costume is in the fucking couch, laid out, looking like he just did some drugs, flat on the couch, and it's just really sad and pathetic. I don't know, I want better. I want better from Sony specifically. Like Microsoft, I'm not a Microsoft guy. PC, I'm not a PC guy.
Literally the equivalent of Father's Day. He's telling you that I'm gonna go get milk, and it's like, I know that. See you in 5 years. Like, you already know. Like, you already know what it's gonna be. You're gonna feel like shit, and it's like you're gonna knock out, and it's fucking boring. Like, you already know the script.
You got blue balled.
You're
getting blue balled.
Your dad's blue ball.
The industry's blue balling us. But you saw that?
What a cock tease.
Did you see what just happened on the screen?
No, I did not.
The tracer blinked outside of the map as if she killed herself. And she recalled back ahead of me, back on top of me. I don't know if you caught that.
Oh, I did not.
So she tried to pull a fast one on me.
Oh my god.
She fucking blinked out of the map, thought that she killed... she wanted me to think that she killed herself, and I turned around and finished her.
She was trying to play mind games.
Tried to.
I remember I used to be good at this game too.
Yeah, I miss it. I miss this game.
I do miss it too. Let me know if you guys are interested in Overwatch 2, by the way, because that's still a thing.
I am.
And this game used to be my life, and I might get back into it again, depending on Overwatch 2. But
let's play, baby.
Definitely.
Let's get back in it.
It's like this and Uncharted 4.
Get back inside me. Get inside me, actually.
Once this podcast ends.
Which is the game I just played inside. I just beat Inside. It's such a great game. If you haven't, I don't know if you played Limbo, Eric. Have you played Limbo?
Wait, what's it called?
Limbo.
Limbo, I
have.
Limbo, I have.
Limbo is what you are all the time.
Limbo, I have. Limbo. Yeah. That game was...
Limbo is where you lie sexually.
I remember that's one of the first, XBO games I remember seeing. And it's, so, it's not gory, but,
it's grim.
The way you die in that game is so crazy.
Yeah, it's just decapitation, it's just mutilation, it's no holds barred.
It's a very good game.
Inside, not me, inside the game, the actual game, it's the follow-up to that, the sequel. And
would you say that it filled your stomach with joy?
Absolutely. It filled me up with something. And so I just beat it a couple days ago. First playthrough, virgin playthrough. No reviews that I saw, no articles that I read. It's completely blind. And I fucking absolutely loved it. So fucking good. You just play as a boy who just suddenly finds himself in these woods. And you just run. You're running from something, and the something is adults. Every adult that approaches you in that game fucking kills you. Flat out murders you on the spot. Cracking necks, choking out.
What's it called?
Inside.
Really? Oh my god, that's gruesome.
Inside. And so every adult that you see in the game is just trying to kill you. And it's just kind of a dystopian, very grim, it almost feels like Auschwitz-y kind of vibe. It just feels very desolate. There's these... I don't want to spoil too much of the game, but what they're doing here is that people are somehow becoming zombified, and they're being used to work.
Mm-hmm.
So this game takes a page out of this old series called Oddworld, PS1 game.
Oh my god, yeah.
So Oddworld has this mechanic where you're a slave, and on the way to freeing yourself, you can free other mutants, or I don't know what the fuck they call them, aliens, orcs, I don't remember. Mm-hmm. So you're freeing out your fellow aliens, and you physically free them, and they follow you. And then from that point forward, you can actually command them to stop, pull the lever, sneak, knock the guy out, or whatever you need to do. And you use those guys to solve puzzles to progress the game. You do the same thing here in Inside. And it's crazy because there's just one of my favorite levels in the game. There's this platform, and it's weighed. You go on there, and there's a bright light, a bright sign. It says 20. When you step on there, it says 19. When you step up with another zombie, another fucking dink, it's 18. So it's counting down the bodies. So what you have to do in this level is acquire 18 bodies at a time and stand on that platform so it could accept the weight, the minimum weight, and then open its doors. And the way you go about acquiring these 18, 19 bodies is really fucking crazy. You kill a lot of these guys, you're dragging dead bodies, you're pushing all these kinds of crates, all these barrels. It's really, really, really cool. Highly recommend the game. It's very dark. The last 45 minutes are fucking out of a horror movie. It's.
Do you remember how much you paid for it?
It was the last sale. It wasn't this sale. I probably paid like less than $10, probably $7.50.
Oh, not bad.
Really good game. You got to play it.
Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed Limbo, so I mean, why not give it a try? I didn't know that you guys were still making games, but I mean, it sounds interesting.
So I think this game won a lot of awards. I think it's critically acclaimed. I think. I mean, I'm sure it is because it's so fucking good. It's so atmospheric. It's very tonally grim. There's barely any words in that game, and it's all visual. It's all visual storytelling, environmental.
Kid being chased by adults, huh?
And among other things.
Chris Hansen would be having a field day right now. Okay. Chris Hansen would be losing his mind.
Have a seat, sir.
Yeah. So you really were gonna snap this kid now?
Fuck. What are you gonna do with him?
Don't do it.
What are you gonna do with him?
So you really told this kid that you gonna play tag?
Told him that you're a soulmate. Teach him some indoor Olympics. Come on, man. What are you gonna do? Tell us what you're really gonna do.
You really bought this kid inside a game called Inside?
I thought you were gonna say Canes. Have you heard about this kid Canes?
Oh, I love Canes.
That'd be a fucking good way of getting in a van.
I love Canes so much. Me too.
Spray instead of Canes.
Yeah. Like if I was a kid, instead of like luring me with candy, just you lure me with Canes. Then
it used to be gays, and they made it into a C, and then the N. They changed the C and the Y into an N. And it fucking opens up the box in front of me. I'm fucking running. Canes. Cocaine.
Very good chicken.
Canes.
Yeah.
Alright. So, what else have I played recently? Shadow of War. This is made by Monolith Games. This is the follow-up, this direct sequel to Shadow of Mordor. This game has a lot of DNA from games like...
where have you been playing this at?
PS4 Pro.
Yeah, but what Twitch channel?
Oh, twitch.tv/PliskinPlays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Really live on Twitch. I don't know if I have any highlights of that game. I was having a great time. It's got DNA from games like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Batman Arkham Asylum, among others, but those are the most prominent. And it's just so damn good. It's just, and it includes that gem mechanic where if you die, any enemy that kills you in the game will fucking level up and become your nemesis, and these guys will stalk you and haunt you, and if you're going A to B and you're running and you're making a lot of noise, they'll fucking ambush you. Or sometimes you'll be fighting a boss and his brother will be like, "Hey, you're not calling my brother, huh? Hey!" You know, like, no one killed my brother but me.
I remember seeing about that game from like E3 about they were really showing off the whole idea of like a I don't know if it's like they consider it a boss or like a rival, but it's always like some orc, like someone chasing you, like, and they'll give a little introduction that you have to like fight or whatever.
Yeah, a little kind of like, character intro.
Yeah. I remember seeing that about E3. I mean, the game. Well, what is it? It's
third person kind of. It's got the fighting style from the Batman Arkham series.
Oh, cool! I did not know that.
Yeah, it's pretty similar, but this game takes it to a new level. It includes swords, and there's a kind of this ghostly mechanic where your body's possessed by this other entity. It's kind of shared, and since he's like a ghostly figure, he introduces all these skew of maneuvers and traversal tricks and countering and attacks that you can implement into your style. Mm-hmm. It's pretty fucking cool. Very gory, decapitation, cutting in half, splicing. It's so much gore. Mm-hmm. So much gore. So good. The story I didn't really care for. I was just happy to see the Precious guy. Precious.
Oh, he comes out.
That motherfucker, he's there.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of looks like me.
Yeah, me too. When I wake up, it's literally me. Yeah. I'll actually like I helped create that character.
Yeah. Saw a photo of Eric. I'm like, yeah, that's the guy. Yeah. It's like, just find me the most decrepit, fucking testicle-looking motherfucker.
I was walking down the street and they saw me. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. It's like, oh, found him. That's it.
The emotion cap. I'm like, alright, fuck him. Okay. Money's money.
Made some good money.
Yeah. Well, what have you been playing right now then on stream? Woo! Do you know what's the next game that you're gonna stream?
What did it just be? Inside, Shadow. What else? I've been playing a little bit of Apex, Overwatch.
What would you say is the next game that you're gonna stream?
RE2.
RE2. Okay.
RE2 remake. I played 2 hours of that game, 3 hours of that game. My depth goes so scary.
Yeah, it's one of my. I think it's my favorite Resident Evil.
Damn.
Out of all the Resident Evil, I think that's my favorite.
Better than 4?
Yeah, better than 4.
Crazy.
I enjoyed 4. I would think 4 would be a 10 out of 10 game if what's her name? Ashley, I think her name is. If she was not in the game, I think RE4 would be a 10 for me.
You don't like ass and titties?
I do not like a girl yelling Leon with the worst voice yelling Leon. Oh, dude. I enjoyed the entire game until Ashley came into it. I feel like if she didn't speak a lot, or like, I mean, not like speak a lot, but like if she didn't have to yell that same exact voice line like 50 times in my ear, I feel like the game's a 10.
Yeah, I could have had a little
But that honestly gave me a headache because of how much she would say it.
Yeah, she sounded just a little. My thing was she sounded a little too young.
Yeah, like I like that's a game I feel like I would play a lot. If just I can't play through that section.
Like, I just see people making edits of that her script. And making very inappropriate things. Yeah.
What kind of activities are they doing?
Sexual.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start streaming RE2.
Alright.
Cannot wait. It's gonna be my second time attempting to play. I put in 3 hours in that game and I bitched out because I was scared and fuck it, I got fat old pussy lips. But I'll give it another shot.
Hopefully, you guys, by the time we post this, you guys could tune into the live stream.
Yeah.
Watch a baby stream a horror game. I mean, it's a horror game. It's always really fun to watch someone.
Oh yeah. Plus I'm a pussy, so
it's even like you could clip him and talk smack about him about how he's like a little bitch.
Yeah.
So if you guys can tune into the stream, we'll let you guys know when the next. We're probably gonna be doing this weekly, hopefully. But
weekly or bi-weekly.
Yeah. But just tune into the live stream, follow PliskinPlays, and just for any like updating content that we're gonna do for YouTube. We're gonna try to get back into this again and hopefully put on more episodes and like of things happening in gaming at the moment.
Yeah, this episode was recorded this year. It's a current video.
Yeah, this isn't from last year, so
that video was posted as a kind of like a pilot to this podcast series that we created, just to kind of test the waters, to try out the thumbnail thing, and to post a video and see how that works, and how to edit, and how to create generally, and just to get that whole creative mind going again. It's been a while.
Yeah, so hopefully we plan on trying to get back into this again and trying to put more YouTube videos out there for you guys.
Yeah. Alright then, guys. See ya on the next one. And
please hit that sub if you can. Smash that like button. You already know.
Smash that. Get inside that fucking like button.
That little bell icon right there. I want you to punch it so you guys can never miss a video and always catch up on what we're doing. What kind of like
touch it
content. Smack it. You know, give it a little lick to that bell.
Kids don't like hearing that.
Yeah. We're not a very family friendly channel.
Little ding-a-ling.
Yeah. Hey, give it a lick on this little ding-a-ling, please. Fall on the lid if you want. Alright, but please, just follow the channel. Bye, y'all.
Bye.